and she stopped crying. And then her mother said, "Oh, she stopped crying because you're so cushiony." She said, "I'm fat." That's what she was saying. So then I cried and I told Grandma Nina.
I want to think she meant something else.
Whatever, but the point of the story was I took it one way, so I cried and I told Grandma, this is what did. And Grandma calls her to the back room and scolds her. You can hear her. "Don't you ever disrespect someone from my family like that." And Jaimito was there too, and they were getting mad at her. And then when she came out, she's like, "I'm sorry of what I said." And I was there holding Alyssa. "It's okay." But she defended my honor. Your great grandma. And that's my favorite memory of Grandma Nina.
Grandma was savage.
Yeah.
She was savage with her family.
My favorite memory was trying to make it to the vitrina. And
What's a vitrina?
her lunch.
Oh, okay.
And walking in and seeing Israel's face on it.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember telling her she was eating something and she just went, "No."
It's because you're handsome. Beto, what's your favorite memory?
I took her to.
She had an appointment with, I think it was Dr. Shaw or something. We got to
Hi, doctor.
Yeah, we got to spend the day. Qué pena.
Where'd you go? Was it Luby's? With fried fish?
We went to Luby's, yeah.
Yeah?
I could say her favorite memory for her that she doesn't remember, but
Okay, go.
Okay, so my favorite memory with Grandma is whenever she used to live with Grandma Child, and we used to live there. And when we didn't even live there, I used to help Grandma Child walk Grandma Nina to the kitchen, and then I would help her walk.
You would help her walk. Wow. That's awesome. You see, Sebastian knows that memory.
there was I had her, and they released us really late from the hospital. But I needed lemonade. Do you remember that? Mari's lemonade. I needed it in my lap. So Dad called me and said, he kept calling, like, "What time are you guys getting home?" And I'm like, "I don't know, like late, whatever." But he took me to Mari's from the hospital to get that lemonade. And then we get home, and my grandma was there waiting in the kitchen. That's when he kept calling because she wanted to meet her, right? And she would go to sleep at a certain time. So we get there, and she just like got into her, and since then, like,
They've been BFFs.
We're inseparable.
Best friends. She grabbed you.
Like if she wanted to show me a certain drink or she wanted a beer. Ahorita no,
Wait, Grandma Nina, baby, what did you love most about Grandma Nina? Mexicanas es one.
Hey, Lord, just joke me like this.
Going to Denny's or IHOP, and she would always embarrass me and tell me, "Déjale $1," when she was walking away. And one time the waitress got upset, and I said, no, it's not true. And we'd go to the mall like all day.
Honestly, I don't. I was trying to think of a memory and.
None.
I mean, the only thing is whenever I was little that I would come over here, the couch was over there though. I'd be laying down all day and she would take care of me, but that's the only thing that I can remember.
you, John.
One day, Beto. Friends with the flowers. I try to touch him, she get mad. Leave him there. But she was never grandma to cook for me or nothing like that. Like, found the getting, you know, like she ain't making us cookies. She's taking.
We do, but we don't remember a lot. All I just remember is that I know she never liked me. She never did. But
That's so true.
let me tell you, at the end, she called me and said, "Ven para acá, te quiero decir algo. Te quiero mucho y estoy bien agradecida que me has cuidado." And that was before she was very sick.
She didn't like you. We don't believe that.
You think she?
You're still here.
Yeah, which one's the one that tried to go to school with makeup on? Was that the Wela?
And then what did you do? Come here.
Le digo cuando te fregó más cuando el baby. Your makeup, when you wore makeup, que se enojó a ma.
Did she not drop the
Que
school?
la raza, que te bajó de voz.
Se me olvidó quitarlo, ¿ok? Usaba los shorts, los de estas...
The boots? The shorts and boots?
No, o sea, eran aquí, las de estas hasta acá. Antes de llegar a la escuela me las revocaba para ir a la escuela. Cuando venía para atrás, una vez se me olvidó. Oh, shit. Con eso tuve.
They beat you back.
She did. No, because I had it real high. Yo
Like a poots.
me lo buscaba así. Una chinga, sí. Ay, no le tocaba la pichagua a él, a lavar las vasijas. ¿Dónde está Yolanda? Le decía que una a nosotros y una a ella. Ah, no, la negra se durmió. Estaba la bruta ahí. Me dio una chica que porque no, si no me toca a mí, tú vas a hacerla.
Mom, you're so mean, Mom.
Very strict. Dice que no, pero sí.
Did you get your butt beat?
All the time.
Don't lie. You're the favorite.
All the time. That's okay. We're in the room, maybe with a water hose, extension cord, whatever mom grabbed. I don't know why.
I want to hear about the
That's such a lovely child.
I know, what's the makeup one, Mom?
No me acuerdo. Me acuerdo de la brosa, de la de esta, pero que te regañó because you had makeup on and you weren't
She
supposed
took you off the school bus and she made you take it all off.
Qué cabrona, mami era bien gacha.
You. When they would go visit me in Lubbock, I would always clean before because I had mom and grandma, right? And it's a small apartment, like so I would clean or whatever. Then they'd get there, and the next morning I'd come back from school. They were cleaning the baseboards of the house. I'm like, I have not even touched that since I moved in. Like, what in the world? Like, it was never clean enough for grandma. Like, she was so
We
clean.
had it was like a storage room back here.
Yeah.
And it was just made of wood. It was just like shelves they would, and she was making us tallar them and wash them with a wet cloth. I was like, damn.
Everything.
Damn, y'all had her strict. She took me to a Burger King. We have a Jaimito story.
When Jaime was small, he used to be with my mom. And I would ask my mom to take him because I always worked, ¿verdad? At a week. That's the only place that I ever got free, okay? No, si mamá se lo llevaba y entonces Jaimito así aquí, le decía yo, mamá, le dices a la negrita, tenía una enfermera que era negrita. Mamá, le dices a la negrita que Jaimito no quiere comer nada. No quiere comer nada, mamá. Ah, Jaimito bien pues. So, cuando iba ella al HB ahí en Mission, en mi país de la, iba y Jaimito, mamá había traído los tostotes y la leche y todo lo que te daban, ¿verdad? Mamá, los bototes son míos. Sí, Jaimito, son tuyos, le decía a mi mamá. Mamá, cada rato estaba diciéndole, you know what she did? She left everything there and she came and told me, hijo, I'm never taking this child again. Because la avergonzó. It was like, so, después de que les daban, la madre llevaba al Kentucky Fried Chicken, ¿verdad? Con una...
Oh, so she was getting them with his wig. That's what he was saying.
Por eso le dijo que le dijera que no comía nada y todo para que le dieran wig. Le dieron wig y ella estaba comprando, pero él decía, it's gonna be mine, not yours.
Dice que desde que lo comenzaba a echar en el carro,
It's such a Jaimito.
entonces ya cuando acabaron que le dieron las tarjetas y todo, ¿verdad? Se fueron a comer el Kentucky Fried Chicken. Y Jaimito estaba con un hamburger, con una vieran a sí me dijo, si te mirara el negrito aquí cuando but she never took him again. I'm serious. I had to lose.
Because of your father.
No, tú loco, ¿tú andas conmigo no? Buscándola. Oye, nosotros veníamos para acá, ahí está el HB, the big one, allá en Desi. Veníamos nosotros de acá y que volteamos a mirar, me iba mal chingada. Y que mira dónde va, pues cómo nos volteábamos right there, you know? It was like...
Bien mortificada porque estaba perdida y ella andaba...
Le dije, mamá, ¿dónde estabas? Yo fui al Taco Le, dijo traer un plato de carne guisada.
You're like, okay, cool.
No, I want the calmness that my grandma had because when I got lost in Progreso,
Oh my God.
they were freaking out and I went to go get my toes done because they never got back. So I don't know how long were y'all looking for me?
For about 15 minutes.
They're looking for me.
Oh my God, in or out?
Grandma, I mean, mom just came in and she saw me and her face went like, and then I just see grandma over there with her little shopping bag. Like, this is it, we found her, okay.
But she was trying to be calm too because your dad was already crying.
Grandma was not trying to.
Because we thought que ya se le habían kidnapped o algo.
Who's gonna leave their daughter in Progreso
They would do
alone?
that. And
At the
I
dentist.
Oh, sí.
Nobody wants your ass.
So how did she get lost?
She didn't. We left her with the dentist. Y este guy, he was the dentist. Vamos a ir a comprar whatever.
Yes.
Mientras.
And I would always tell them, Mom, what if he calls somebody and says, ya la dejaron, like, ven por ella, and I was just like, he left. So I
we
left.
went,
I was like,
and
I
she
didn't
wasn't
want this
there.
shit. And I was
And then
like,
we asked the dentist, ¿dónde está la muchacha? ¿Cómo más se puede?
yeah, I did.
But my mind was already, what if this guy told somebody, hey, come for this girl, whatever. And we were looking for her everywhere. And then she was right next door doing her feet.
Because I was waiting, they finished right away. They never got back. I'm like, let me just go there. It was next door. And I got my feet done. Yeah, I was getting my toes done. I was like, and then I just see mom walking and she's like, and she walks back out. And I just
No,
see
because I
grandma.
said, I'm going to give myself 2 more minutes. If we don't find her 2 more minutes, I'm just going to, because he was already crying. I was calm, I don't know how.
Something else.
Speaking of
Something
getting
else
lost.
coming up.
Speaking of getting lost, you remember me and John got lost at
I was gonna bring that up. Tía Mela.
You remember that or no, tía?
Crazy.
Yeah, they're-
Oye, tía, ¿te acuerdas cuando se perdieron la mom, Johnny Piri?
yeah.
¿No te acuerdas?
At the
We
Sunrise
all
Mall
went, you
in
took all
Brownsville.
of us.
San Antonio.
No, in Brownsville. It was in Brownsville.
Era
And
el Sunrise
Monica was
Mall?
with us.
Yeah, Sunrise Mall.
The Sunrise Mall.
Of
Se
course, it's
perdieron.
the two boys.
Tía was going crazy.
Dude, we were walking the exterior of the
Se
building.
van outside. Oye, Moni, tía just got to the back. Get inside. Que se los haga. Chingazos a los dos.
Dude, I remember I was just walking normal. I was like talking to John. I was all like,
Tía was livid. I was gonna kill her.
dude, now as a grown up, I understand.
Something real good too. When I had my granddaughter, she was small. I wanted her to go to Progreso with me. She went with me, ¿verdad? Y pues me sacaron, because I wanted her to do her legs and her hands. Pues ya acabamos, ¿verdad? Venimos para atrás. Este pinche Jaimito me dio la wrong
Birth certificate. Birth certificate.
birth certificate. Birth certificate. Oh my God, I was so scared and she was more scared. Mijita, mira, me tocaba las manos, estaba mojada.
I was like, they're gonna keep me.
You know what? They asked her a whole bunch of the teacher's name, the school, where did she live, who was the father, who was the mother. I mean, everything. There was another girl that she was bigger. No sabía ni.
No, era de México, tía.
¿Es en el de Tamaulipas?
Pero ella ya. Ask her how many times she goes. Nada. Never again.
Oh,
When I saw
toes and
Tia
nails.
Mela Progreso, she had 2 guys just following her around.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She gets there, they have parking for her there and everything. Like,
We would say that she has sons over there.
She had 2
No, that dad has
mules just following her
siblings.
around.
Yeah.
Dude.
Hey, you must give them good tips.
Your girl
voice. And I was like, es que mira, Chayo, aquí le queda una caspita aquí.
Sí.
I go, I don't see it, but okay. I was scared of her.
I remember when people would come over.
Pero when now you scared of
Yeah, but I
That's good. This is gonna be a rude story. Maybe it's a good thing I'm not like.
he keeps trying to say a story.
I was just gonna say, she would have visitors. And
But what happened was,
dude, I'd be sitting with her and she's like in open dialogue, just talking, boom, boom, boom. And then they would leave and she'd be like, gossip. And I was like, damn. You were pretty engaged in conversation.
And she would be talking and saying, pues yo no sé, pero cuando venga, I'm not gonna mention names, pero cuando venga no sé quién, le voy a decir que no esté haciendo eso or whatever. Viniera, no decía nada. She wouldn't tell him what she wanted to tell him.
Why you gotta say the name?
why are you not saying Lori's name?
Esto es el like.
It's the ghost.
Ese es el otro. No me gustó esto, pero le voy a decir cuando venga. She wouldn't come.
Dad's like that. That's a
Yes. Yeah, I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I get
She wouldn't be honest with that person.
You talk a lot of shit behind their
Yeah.
Summary. Thank you, Peter. Thank you.
You know, you guys remember when we would go visit her for an hour, 2 hours?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You think she liked that?
Knowing your grandma, she didn't.
Here we go.
Take turns to go visit.
Oh, yeah. During COVID or before
I
COVID?
don't think she liked it.
Because you were sick from the stomach and she
But
was
that
like,
was,
what,
that
one or
was
two,
going,
like 2 years old? How old was she?
I thought it was the college station.
And she was fart, little silent little farts.
Nobody gave a shit when I was interrupted.
When you get that cólico and then you fart, and my God, we're like, open a window.
It was like guys. It was like separated between guys and girls, right?
Yes.
The guys, what was it, an SUV?
I don't know.
It was a van.
But I'm
Yeah, it
sure.
smelled delicious. It smelled like poopery. Fucking opened up. Girl one, I was like, what?
Yeah, we were
Who was it?
We get it. Go
And Regina would say, no, ya no te pares de Mérida. A huevo me paro.
And then there was one time that Raudel had to stop. She's like, por andar hablando.
Yeah, but whenever we went to college station,
How many hours did we take to get there?
11 or more. It was horrible.
when we went
They
to
were
college
fighting
station,
nonstop.
they didn't.
Thank you all for going. I really appreciate you all being there. And that's how you get free legal advice every other day. Peter, Veronica, and Lori.
It was a good investment.
It's paying off.
Hey, didn't somebody get sick when we went to college station too?
Virgil.
Somebody got
Wait.
food poisoning.
But Virgil didn't get sick.
Please got food poisoning out.
It wasn't that he was sick.
Was he
Your
hungover?
Janina told me.
He was hungover.
He was hungover.
Mira qué vida.
Well, I want to know why he was hungover and I wasn't. Where did I not get invited to?
You left early, Grandma. Siéntate, todavía no se acaba.
No se van a ir hasta las 12. For like our wedding.
Or wedding, quinceañera. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it was boring or not. You sat there.
No offense to any women here, but didn't make them like.
Okay. We're still here. Petey, we're still here.
Your mom's right behind you, bro.
We're gonna be here till 12 midnight.
Tampoco.
We used to do the New Year's till 12, or no, not New Year's, Christmas and
Christmas
stuff.
Eve. Christmas Eve.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the next morning back to her.
We do Christmas in the morning.
And then when we were late, the one time in the history of life to be late, and you all didn't wait for us, and Mom went ape shit on everybody.
And then she went over there with Grandma. We're all just looking at each other like, oh, I remember that year. Oh.
It was that chilly.
Old watch, and I was a kid, right? And I I was super happy. I was like, Mom, look what Grandpa gave me. And Tia Mela, give me that. He's my father. You should have given me that. And I was like, and then my mom was like, she gave it to him. And I was just like, what's going on? No. I was like, I'm going to the car. Hell no. I was like, nah, I'm going to the car. See you later. And I haven't watched to this day.
I have a question. Did Grandpa ever give you guys like money and all?
All the time.
Oh, really?
Okay, not just yet.
Even
I
Grandma.
used to be like, ¿cómo te llamas tú? And I'd be like, Pedro. Like, eres macho? Sí, bueno.
Oh, you need help?